Says I'm looking at Paul Adom Otchere, good evening Ghana show host on Metro TV. Now so I shepa eja egunje nyane say OSP eye kisia jaben editeni lawyer Paul Adom Otchere after say o invite ni say omra na ome chire nsemu infantry goals omo ntire me biase omo ko Ghana Airport Company Limited timo na oye board chair na ase some scandal bisika sembi ni ne mebe omo humu yeti omra no me chire nsemu okoye no OSP editing before then no na Paul Adom Otchere edin kan say bi ansa na obekọ ama OSP editing me mo ahwe video no atwere wa bi na mame e wo comment section I Penyah block media message say ni dim obi like video no ada ma subscribe button so na back the keep notification icon for latest updates na batwere wa bi na mame e wo comment section message so baso no ahwe video no flow so enya bi ahwe enti yenyina nim lawyer Paul Adom Otchere good evening Ghana show host on Metro TV obono mo we lawyer at onimumra or say onimra issue bi apopia for the internet just say oba ebe chire mu on Metro TV e ma obi a ete no wase na Paul Adom Otchere obekaya na oye former board chair of Ghana Airport Company Limited and the Kufado. Na bekaya enra and pop up on the internet as a OSP eye kisia jaben that is office of the special prosecutor. Ehia lawyer Paul Adom Otchere as omra na omechire nsemu tama na oye board chair for Ghana Airport Company Limited no omo say omo henkra tema say sika sembi ni niema bi omo humu ye eti omra bontene omra omakachi omra na so ye na omechire nsemu emfa no ema ena no pay no lawyer Paul Adom Otchere on time ye show anopa but any day any Thursday obeye morning show ema no be chire mu de ntia OSP ehia no.
Good morning viewers. I've not woken up and Facebook fellow Facebook users, I've not woken up with this early in a very long time, but Kisia Jaben has brought me here very, very early in the morning because the number of calls I received between yesterday 5 p.m. and 11 p.m. is amazing. I never got that number of calls. It gives a compelling reason why I have to come here and explain the things that Kisia Jaben is doing. So this is the beginning of the story. The people saw this on social media. OSP invites Paul Adom Otchere of over GACL contract. He alleges witch hunt. That was an interview I granted Joy and City. And here is OSP orders former Ghana Airport Company Limited board chair Paul Adom Otchere to present himself for questioning over corruption probe into a revenue assurance audit deal. Okay, so this is the basis on which everyone was calling me, everybody. And I read social media last night, and this morning I haven't because we just came to do this very early so you can see it. I read social media and some people were very happy that, oh yeah, Paul Adom Otchere, and we pray for them. Many others who called me personally, people I don't know, calling from outside the country, everybody talking about, oh, because you are doing this OSP, what is the matter? What does it entail? What is he talking about? So it's a short story, but if you tell a short story to 25 people, then it becomes long. So I want to put the story out now based on the letter that the OSP wrote, what they are looking for, so we can see it. So let's begin with the letter that the OSP wrote to me. So this is the letter that the OSP wrote to me. It's here. It says that it's on 25th July and it's addressed to me, Paul Adom Otchere, former board chair, Ghana Airport Company. Direction to attend the office of the special prosecutor. It says the Office of the Special Prosecutor, the OSP, has commenced the investigations into suspected corruption and corruption-related offences in respect of the Revenue Assurance Audit Services Agreement between the Ghana Airport Company, GACL, and Evertex Logistics Limited. You are considered a suspect in this investigation. Accordingly, you are directed to report to the Office of the Special Prosecutor located at 6 Haile Selassie Avenue, South Ridge, Accra on Thursday 31 July at 3 p.m. for an interview. You may be accompanied by legal counsel of your choice. So this is the letter that Kisi wrote, and this afternoon that he said we should appear. So when I got the letter, sometime yesterday or so, they called me. Somebody called from the OSP office. But they had called me, I didn't see it. I called back as I usually do, and then somebody said, I'm from the OSP office. I have been looking for you to give you a letter, and they directed me to the airport. And I said, but what are you doing at the airport? I don't do anything at the airport. I'm not there. I'm in my office at Metro TV at Ridge. So bring it over. So they brought the letter over, and this was the letter. So quickly I sent it to the lawyers that OSPs had invited me, we need to go. And they said, oh, when has he said? I said, they said Thursday. And they said, Thursday we can't. Thursday we are busy. We have Court of Appeal in Kumasi and all that. What about Friday? I said, I don't know whether he can do Friday. And they said, well, the best thing will be Monday. I said, so how do we go about it? They said, okay, let's write to the OSP. So we wrote this letter to the OSP, indicating that we can't come today, but we can come on Monday, 3 o'clock, the same 3 o'clock. This is the letter we wrote. It's as follows. It's written from Akufo-Addo Prempeh & Co., the law firm, the letterhead. It's written to the Director, Asset Recovery and Management Division, Office of the Special Prosecutor, Haile Selassie Avenue. And it's the topic is direction to attend the Office of the Special Prosecutor, Mr. Paul Adom Otchere. We asked for Paul Adom Otchere. Your letter reference so and so. We have been notified by our client and received the letter with reference aforementioned, the effect of which invites our clients to your office in respect of investigations into suspected corruption and corruption-related offences concerning revenue assurance audit service between the Ghana Airport Company and Evertex Logistics. We write to inform you that we shall be unable to attend your office on the requested date of 31st July 2025 at 3 in the afternoon, and hence shall be unavailable to provide our clients with the legal representation so required by law. We consequently request that the meeting be rather fixed for Monday, 4th August 2025 at 3 in the afternoon. We are grateful and apologies for any possible inconvenience. The letter is signed by the lawyer. So we wrote this to the OSP. Now the OSP, when he sent us the letter, then quickly leaked it to the media. This is what he does all the time. Leak to the media to try and create the impression that you have done something wrong. Oh, this is showboating. Every media must see everything. We didn't leak the letter. The letter came to us, and quickly he leaked it to the media. He didn't tell the media that we had requested. So when I granted an interview to Joy FM, I said that we had requested and then to shift the date. And then they brought this very brutal letter after that. This very, very brutal one on 30th yesterday. It says as follows. They wrote to Akufo-Addo Prempeh & Co. and it says direction to attend the OSP office. Listen to the language. Reference is made to your letter dated 30th July with reference number so and so, in which you seek to reschedule the suspect's appearance before. Okay. Please be advised that the office cannot, unfortunately, accept the proposed alternative date. The suspect is required to report as directed on 31st July at 3 p.m. at the office of the Special Prosecutor located at Haile Selassie Northridge. While a suspect is entitled to legal representation of their choice, it must be understood that the law firm operates as chambers comprising multiple lawyers. In circumstances where a particular lawyer is unavailable, any other qualified lawyer from the same firm may represent the suspect without prejudice to his right to counsel. The Office of the Special Prosecutor is discharging a statutory mandate under the Office of the Special Prosecutor Act and does so with the expectation of full cooperation. Failure to appear as directed may amount to obstruction or non-cooperation, and the office reserves the right to take appropriate legal action, including compulsion measures in accordance with the law. For administrative purposes, it will be helpful for all future correspondence to be addressed to the Special Prosecutor through the undersigned. I don't know who is the undersigned. Who signed the letter? Okay, it doesn't show us who signed the letter. This is the letter that the OSP sent. By the time they were doing the media stuff, this is the letter that they had sent to me, you know. And everybody started calling me that, look, he wants you to come at 3 p.m. on Thursday. He will delay you so that there's no Good Evening Ghana. He will delay you overnight, and this is what he wants to do. And why does he want to do that? Because perhaps he has wind of some PDS petition that is going to him, blah blah blah, that we are involved in. That's coming later. Okay, so now let's get to the substance of the letter. So what is the story about? What is the whole brouhaha story about? So in his letter, in the letter of the OSP, he says that the original letter, he says that he's investigating some revenue assurance, something like that. Okay. In my interviews, I wondered why a board chairman is connected with something that has to do with procurement and all that, because under the Procurement Act, board chairman is not a part of it. The Procurement Act doesn't mention a board chairman anyway. But anyway, this is Kisi Ajabe and the OSP, so no problem. All right. So he says he's investigating something related to revenue assurance audit service of a contract between some company, Evertex. At the board at the Ghana Airport Company, sometime around 2022, the Ghana Airport Company needed money. I mean, there was not enough money in the system, so they needed money. So the board invited the minister to sort of discuss the fees and charges, whether the minister could go through Parliament and increase the fees and charges so that the Ghana Airport Company can make some revenue. The minister said no, he can't. because of the post-COVID Ukraine war, it's difficult to go and tell Ghanaians to pay more. So the board should find ways of raising more money, especially non-aeronautical. These are documented in terms of the policy to raise money through non-aeronautical. It's documented. What is non-aeronautical? If you buy a ticket, I buy a ticket, the airport company gets some money. That's aeronautical. Non-aeronautical is whether they deal in some land, or they give somebody space to sell meat pie, or somebody is doing something, or other things that we can do, especially at the cargo area. See how we can get more revenue. All that is documented. So so we were looking for people who can help us in different ways to raise non-aeronautical revenue for the airport, because we're not going to get the fees and charges, because the government policy is that you can't do fees and charges at this time post Russia-Ukraine war. So somebody contacted the board and said that, look, you guys are losing money at cargo, and I can do it. My company can do it. So we said, okay, come to the board and come and do a presentation, which is very normal, very, very normal. So they came to the board to do a presentation and said that this is what we know and this is how it works. The board told them that, yes, you have told us what it is, but there's no real evidence. You haven't given us any evidence that in fact we are losing money. And then they said that to do that, we have to work with your management to come and tell you, because we need access to your systems. When we get access to your systems, then we'll be able to tell you in the things that are the revenue that's happened already. So today is July. They will take last year's revenue and show you that this revenue that you got 1 million cedis, you could have gotten 3 million cedis. This revenue that you have 2 million cedis could have gotten 6 million cedis. So the management gave them that, and then they did that. And then the management brought them to the board the second time and said the people have finished their work, so let the board hear them. So the board heard them. And then they seem to know what they are talking about. They seem to show that yes, revenue was lost and revenue can be gained. So the board told management that, okay, go ahead, which is also normal. The board tells the management, MD and your people, go ahead and work with them and report back to us. So they did, and they went to work with them. And then we continue our meetings. I had forgotten about it. I don't know anything about it. Then the management comes back that they finished with the people. They brought a proposal. It's a workable proposal, but it looks like the proposal, the people are saying that, well, I left something out. When the people said they wanted to do the audit, the original audit, we told them, and I in particular said it at the board meeting, that we can't pay any money. The Ghana Airport Company cannot pay you any money at all to do this work. You have to find your own money to do the audit and come and convince us that we need the service. So they said, okay, they'll do that. They'll pay their own money. This is also in letters that they wrote, that there will be no financial commitment from the airport company. Till today, there's no financial commitment from the airport company, absolutely none. So they went to do the audit and came back, as I said, and then we were satisfied that they can do something. So management should continue to work with them. Management came back and said they brought a proposal and they are looking at it. However, what they are asking for in the proposal is that if they are commissioned to do the work, whatever money they gain for the Ghana Airport Company on top of what we were getting already, they want 20%. So for instance, if they find that in the importation part of frozen food or something like that, airport was getting 1 million, but with their work we now have 2 million, then there's 1 million that they have added to what the airport was getting, and they want 20% of that 1 million. So this was put before the board by the management, who dealt with them, the MD, who dealt with them on the document. And then the board said, no, you can't have 20%. MD dropped them to 16%. So it was agreed. And then MD was told that, okay, go ahead and do the things you have to do. Those are due diligence, public procurement, and then get the document done. This was around November. So this is the last thing I heard about that process. Then December came, and then election came, and then soon after election, we were out. By January, we had resigned. All of us had resigned. I didn't know they had signed the contract. Some 10 days ago, Manasseh Azure called me that he's investigating this matter, and that is so. When the OSP came, then all the lawyers were wondering, why are they working together? Manasseh Azure is one of the people you've been talking about. Kissia Jabe is one of the people you've been talking about. They seem to be working together for this, but I don't know, and it doesn't matter. Manasseh Azure called me and said that what's the Evertex contract? I said, what is that? He said, Evertex, the people doing quality assurance. I said, the people who do the thing SML does. He said, yes. Then I said, I don't know about it. I don't know where it's gone to. Then it was Manasseh Azure who told me that the contract had been signed by the managing director on 4th of December, 4 days or 3 days to election. And I said, well, okay, I don't know. I didn't know. This conversation is about 2 weeks ago. I didn't know whether the contract has been signed. I didn't find out whether the contract has been signed because it's not necessary. The board has finished its work. whatever management does, if the management need the board again, they'll come back to the board. If there's a new board, management will come back to the new board and say, the old board did this is the problem we have, so resolve it. When the management is doing contracts, they are doing their PPA contracts under the law, they don't come to the board. They only come to the board when the threshold is beyond. So there are many contracts that the management does that the board doesn't know, they are not aware of. We don't have to be aware of it because the management is doing their work. But when they cross a threshold where the MD doesn't have capacity to approve this, then it comes to the board. So the board is merely there for approvals and also to initiate things that concern policy. So this is I didn't know that the contract had been signed. It was Manasseh Azure who told me that the contract has been signed. Okay, so the contract was signed, and now the Kisia Jabe and the OSP are calling people at the airport campaign. We've heard all kinds of things, telling them that did board chairman tell you to do this? Are you sure it's not board chairman who told you to do this? Very bizarre interviews that they've had over this matter. Everybody goes and they tell them, did you know the board chairman? Did the board chairman tell you to do that? And they come out telling their lawyers that, we don't understand. Why are they talking about board chairman? They've had conversations with the managing director. They've had conversations with most of the managers. They've seen the board minutes. Manasseh Azure has seen the board minutes. Letters that have been written about this issue from the company to the management. It is Manasseh Azure who tells me. And he sends me texts all the time. Those of you who saw me on YouTube, you heard me say that I've been sending texts. Manasseh has sent me several questions. I've answered some. I'm still in the process of answering some. But now that the OSP seems to be looking at the same thing, then I'm assuming that perhaps they are working together, which is fine. There's no problem. They need to investigate. But public procurement matters have nothing to do with the board chairman. And I don't have any interest in any of the companies who came there. I don't know who they are. I don't know who is their friend, where they came from. But anyway, the OSP insists that we have to come there today at 3 o'clock. Every lawyer is telling me, look, they want you to come at 3 o'clock and then they will detain you. They may arrest you. They will say, go and bring this. They will say bail. And one lawyer told me that how much is the money involved in that? I said, there's no money involved. There's absolutely no money involved in it. There's no money at all involved. Airport has not paid a single money to anyone. Airport has not lost a single money. And the contract has been signed by the managing director. I asked Manasseh Azure that, when you saw the contract, did you see my signature that I witnessed? He said, no. I said, but if the managing director has signed the contract, the managing director has signed so many contracts with so many people that the board will not know about because it is within her threshold and that of management to do. So that's why I told CTFM and Joy, this is a pure witch hunt from Kisia Jabe. But anyway, all I wanted viewers to know is that this is the story. And also Facebook people. So people want to know what happened. Kisia Jabe says we cannot postpone it. We have to come to his office today. So we are going to his office today to see it, to listen to him and ask him these questions, and he will also ask us questions. Media people who want to cover it, you can come. I don't know whether it's allowed, public hearing is allowed. People have called me, can we come and cover it? What is going to happen? I don't know how they do the OSP work, but I'm going there with my lawyer and then we'll be there to answer the questions. I'll let you know what happens. Everybody's telling me though that Kisi wants to arrest you and keep you there for the weekend to teach you a lesson because you've been talking about him. You have gone to write RTI about him. You said that he has bulletproof cars and all of those things has hurt him. So he wants to come after you. Well, that's up to him. If that's what he uses the state authority for, it's entirely up to him. That's not my problem. I don't mind. I will continue to do my work, and to say anything wrong about whether it is Kisia Jabe, whether it is X, Y, Z, W, V, we will have to say it, so long as we can provide the evidence for it. If it is his decision that because we have been talking about him, where there's no concern about board chairman, he will call people and ask them that, say that board chairman did this, say that board chairman, we want you to say that board chairman, we want you to say that, all that gamut of information that all the lawyers are telling me about. I don't know, the lawyers are telling me about it, that this is what is happening, because some of those lawyers have gone there with their clients and they tell me that they are saying, what did board chairman do? What did they tell us about this? Are the questions that the OSP wants to know. It's entirely up to you, Kisia Jabe. It's entirely up to you. So 3 o'clock, we will be there, and hopefully we'll be back, and then we'll report to you what happened. This is what we wanted to do, just to tell you, so that people don't have a blank mind and they don't understand what is happening. They think something really wrong has happened. Absolutely nothing wrong has happened.
It is not all kind of the show you say or be an invitation. I am correct. Or you show you yan only a jare peso be good home address up echo OSP a honor. Now unfortunately for him no OSP editing no. I say one man no. Mefi. What I say OSP editing no. I didn't tell OSP at once a friend. Lawyer Paul Adom Otchere said, "Time one now lawyer Paul Adom Otchere board chair for Ghana Airport Company Limited. No, Ghana Airport Company Limited. Any some private firm be sign a contract. As a contract, there was a conflict of interest. And also, anama OSP entered that fair lawyer parliament said, Omra no be but lawyer the contract require. Tell my managing director Esana on your way, just a unim hoshe. It OSP didn't come a lawyer parliament bill. I've been an old demanding the bail requirement, two landed properties in Ghana. Ni nyina wo ni din se japade a waye wo Ghana hanom ohia mienu on pharmacy press wo ono lawyer Paul Adom Otchere din on pharmacy press na ehwe so ema no bi ema lawyer Paul ka se de bo no Ghana hanom de in fact oni japade bia e wo hanom eno so anema OSP so editaining lawyer Paul Adom Otchere am no ka se de lawyer Paul Adom Otchere o OSP akachi or until to be meet the bail condition there or OSP akachi obetuma chere wa adwene ama me e wo comment section aha Penyah Block Media.